Well, we see him in the hospital on a ventilator. We see him working with the walker at physical rehab center. Was there concern that...
Who doesn't love Sinbad? He is an American icon. Clean comedy and movies in a time where that is rare. Also known by his first name, David Atkins, Sinbad rose to fame in the 90s through his stand-up comedy and achievements in film, appearing in dozens of projects until he had a stroke in 2020. Now, his family and close friends are revealing the extent of the damage and his long journey to recovery. Was there concern that he might not make it? Keep watching as we follow Sinbad's inspiring journey of recovery. Sinbad's family says he's fighting for every inch as he learns to walk again. Sinbad's life is a testament to resilience, ambition, and the power of spreading happiness. Born on November 10, 1956, in Benton Harbor, Michigan, to Louise and Dr. Donald Beckley Atkins Sr., a Baptist minister, Sinbad was the fifth of 6 children. His heritage was rich and diverse, with roots tracing back to Irish, Native American, and African American ancestry. Growing up in a household steeped in religion and music, Sinbad cultivated his talents early on. He learned to play the drums, saxophone, and piano, immersing himself in the rhythms of life. Alongside his musical pursuits, he discovered a love for basketball and comedy, using humor as a shield against the racial prejudices prevalent in his predominantly white neighborhood. Believe it or not, Sinbad had serious potential in basketball back in the day. Despite not fitting the typical basketball player stereotype, he had skills on the court that caught the attention of many. He shared in an interview with Vlad TV that he was heavily recruited after high school, receiving scholarship offers from around 70 college programs. Among those vying for his talents was the Air Force Academy, where a young coach named Greg Popovich, who would later become an NBA legend, was leading the team. Sinbad eventually chose to attend the University of Colorado at Denver, where he had a respectable 3-year stint, putting up decent stats according to Sports Reference. However, his dreams of going pro were dashed by a knee injury. A potential contract with a professional team in London also didn't materialize, as reported by the Morning Call. Disheartened by these setbacks, Sinbad decided to change course and pursue a completely different career path. But probably not the one you'd expect, at least not yet. Interestingly, Sinbad's path led him to serve in the Air Force, but not in the way one might expect. Rather than enrolling as a student, he joined as an airman. As reported by Military Connection, Sinbad worked as a boom operator, also known as an in-flight refueling specialist, aboard a KC-135 Stratotanker. It was during his time stationed at a refueling wing in Wichita, Kansas, that Sinbad first explored his comedic talents. He would venture into downtown clubs during downtime to perform and even participated in an Air Force talent show in 1981. Reflecting on his military experience in an interview with Royal Air Force Mildenhall, Sinbad spoke fondly of the impact it had on his life and aspirations. However, his time in the Air Force wasn't without its challenges. Sinbad found himself on thin ice, facing infractions such as going AWOL and, ultimately, the last straw, a parking violation for leaving his car facing the wrong direction. While a long-term military career wasn't in the cards, Sinbad's talents, beyond basketball and jet refueling, ultimately paved the way for his future success in the entertainment industry. It might surprise you, but before the era of countless talent competitions flooding American television, there was a pioneering show called Star Search. Hosted by the iconic Ed McMahon, it debuted back in 1983, offering aspiring talents the platform to showcase their skills in various categories like singing, dancing, and comedy. In its first season, Sinbad made a significant mark on the comedy category, nearly clinching the top spot but ultimately secured second place, with John Cassier taking the crown. Sinbad's memorable journey on Star Search included defeating competitors like Dennis Miller, who humorously referenced his loss years later. During his stint as a talk show host in 1997, Miller quipped, "I haven't seen judgment this bad since I lost to Sinbad on Star Search." Sinbad's standout performance on the show opened doors for him, leading to roles like starring in a short-lived sitcom alongside the legendary comedian Redd Foxx. Though the sitcom didn't last beyond one season, it set the stage for Sinbad's more enduring television endeavors to come. Bill Cosby's name may now evoke controversy due to his legal troubles in recent decades. However, back in the 1980s, he was revered as America's dad, and his sitcom, The Cosby Show, stood out as one of the era's most beloved TV series. Following the closure of The Redd Foxx Show, Sinbad received a career boost with a guest appearance on a single episode of The Cosby Show. His performance resonated well with audiences, leading to an opportunity on the spin-off series, A Different World, which focused on college life. But Sinbad's entry into A Different World wasn't straightforward. During a reunion special with his castmates, Sinbad recounted how he initially secured a job warming up the studio audience, despite lacking experience in the role. In a daring move, he exaggerated his qualifications to the show's producers, even claiming he had previously warmed up audiences for sitcoms like Magnum P.I., which was actually a drama without a studio audience. With his position hanging by a thread, Bill Cosby intervened, advocating for Sinbad's talent by declaring, "This man should be on TV." Thanks to Cosby's support, Sinbad landed a recurring role as Coach Walter Oakes in 77 episodes of A Different World, significantly elevating his visibility and career trajectory. During his time on A Different World, Sinbad ventured into various endeavors, notably HBO comedy specials. His energetic and clean style of comedy resonated well with a broad audience. Starting in 1991 with his special Brain Damaged, Sinbad became a regular fixture on cable television, showcasing his comedic talent. Throughout the 1990s, Sinbad maintained his presence with specials like Afros and Bell Bottoms, Son of a Preacher Man, and Nothing But the Funk, as reported by Comedy Zone Worldwide. In addition to his comedy specials, Sinbad also delved into the world of movies. He made a brief appearance in the Saturday Night Live sketch adaptation Coneheads, before landing significant roles in films such as 1995's House Guest, alongside the late Phil Hartman, and the 1996 holiday classic Jingle All the Way, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. With each project, Sinbad's star continued to ascend, fueled by his sitcom background and growing popularity, paving the way for opportunities in solo sitcom stardom, albeit short-lived. Sinbad indeed had his own network comedy series, but it didn't last long enough to make a lasting impression. The Sinbad Show aired on the Fox network for just one season, from 1993 to 1994. The show followed a familiar formula of the time, with Sinbad playing a charismatic character who finds himself in over his head after becoming the foster father to a pair of older children. While the series didn't gain much traction in terms of cultural impact, it did feature some noteworthy supporting players and guest stars. Of particular interest, a young Salma Hayek made guest appearances in 3 episodes, back when she was primarily known as a television actor with limited experience in feature films. Additionally, the show included veteran comic and character actor T.K. Carter in a minor role, and co-starred none other than the future R&B sensation and adult entertainment personality Ray J as one of Sinbad's foster kids. Although Sinbad continued to make occasional appearances in smaller television roles in the following years, The Sinbad Show marked his last regular role in a series for nearly 2 decades. In 2018, Sinbad returned to the small screen with a co-starring role in the Fox comedy Rel. However, like his previous sitcom endeavor, Rel met a similar fate and was canceled after just 1 season. Back in the 1990s, talk shows were all the rage, both in the daytime and late-night slots. In 1997, music mogul Quincy Jones decided to join the fray with Vibe, a late-night talk show spun off from his urban music magazine of the same name. The show kicked off with a bang, boasting a lineup of high-profile guests for its first week, including the likes of Mel Gibson, Brandy, and Shaquille O'Neal. Comedian Chris Spencer was initially chosen to helm the show, hailed by Jones as the next big star in comedy. However, things took an unexpected turn. After just 11 weeks, Spencer was replaced, and Sinbad stepped in to take over hosting duties. "I'm happy to be guest hosting the show," Sinbad remarked at the time, expressing his enthusiasm for the show's vibe and its lively band. Despite his temporary stint, Sinbad seemed hesitant to commit to the hosting role full-time, perhaps sensing the uncertain future of the show. As it turned out, Sinbad's intuition was spot on. Vibe struggled to find its footing and was ultimately canceled after just 2 seasons, marking the end of its brief run on the airwaves. In 1993, Sinbad expanded into television production with his sitcom, The Sinbad Show. The series follows the life of David Bryan, a bachelor who unexpectedly becomes a foster father to 2 children. Inspired by Sinbad's personal journey of gaining joint custody of his own children with his ex-wife Meredith Fuller, whom he had married in 1985 and divorced in 1992, the show reflected elements of his real-life experiences. Despite being nominated for a Kids' Choice Award, the show faced cancellation after just 1 season due to low ratings. Sinbad found himself unwittingly caught up in the intriguing phenomenon known as the Mandela effect. For those unfamiliar, this internet sensation revolves around individuals who harbor vivid yet inaccurate memories of certain things and events. Rather than attributing these discrepancies to simple human error, some enthusiasts posit the existence of alternate universes or divergent timelines to explain such anomalies. While the examples are too numerous to exhaustively list, one particularly notable case involves the fervent belief among some that the popular children's book series, The Berenstain Bears, was once spelled the Berenstein Bears. However, this divergence is simply a product of faulty memory, not interdimensional shifts. One of the more prominent instances of the Mandela effect ensnaring Sinbad concerned a supposed 90s movie titled Shazam, wherein he purportedly starred as a genie. Despite the fervent insistence of many, this movie does not actually exist. Rather, it seems that individuals have conflated it with the 1996 film Shazam, which indeed featured Shaquille O'Neal in the role of a genie. Nevertheless, this did not prevent people from dragging poor Sinbad into discussions surrounding this non-existent cinematic venture. In a candid 2016 interview with On Milwaukee, Sinbad expressed bemusement at the persistence of this false memory, stating, "People are determined to find this movie that never existed. I thought it would just go away, but now, what's happening is, people don't want to be wrong, so now everyone's looking for something to hang on to the truth." Despite the absurdity of the situation, Sinbad couldn't resist injecting a touch of humor, suggesting, "I almost feel bad, like maybe I should make the movie so they can feel better about themselves." Sinbad's talents extend beyond comedy. He's also a skilled musician. He excels in drums, percussion, and guitar. Additionally, by 2014, he had picked up piano and trombone, showcasing his versatility. Known for his musical prowess, Sinbad regularly performed in small clubs with his funk band, Memphis Red and the Stank Nasty Band. It's worth noting that Memphis Red refers to Sinbad's musical persona, not Stank Nasty. In a 2017 interview with the Oklahoma Gazette, Sinbad shared his lifelong passion for music, which he had temporarily set aside during his comedic rise. However, in 2012, he reignited his musical journey, honing his drumming skills and exploring various instruments. During recent comedy club appearances, Sinbad often brings along a DJ and musicians, sometimes joining in on bass or drums for a few songs. He explains, This way, I never have to quit playing music. As of 2023, Sinbad's estimated net worth stands at $4 million. However, this figure doesn't paint the full picture of the financial challenges he's encountered over the years. In 2009, Sinbad faced a downturn in his career with fewer TV and film roles, and his comedy specials were becoming less frequent. During this time, it was reported by the St. Louis American that Sinbad owed a staggering $8 million to the IRS, leading him to file for bankruptcy. In his filing, he disclosed liabilities ranging from $10 million to $50 million against assets totaling only $50,000. Sinbad's tax troubles persisted, leading him to file for bankruptcy a second time in May 2013. Speaking to HuffPost that year, Sinbad emphasized that despite his financial difficulties, he was not living extravagantly and had always intended to address his tax obligations. He explained, "I spent money, and I kept thinking, I get one more movie and I'll wipe these bills out." But that movie never came. Later in 2013, Sinbad announced to TMZ that he had successfully been discharged from bankruptcy, free of debt. In 2020, Sinbad, known for his boundless energy, faced a significant health challenge when, at the age of 64, he suffered a severe stroke. This unexpected turn of events left fans deeply concerned, especially considering Sinbad's typically vibrant persona. However, details surrounding his condition remained scarce, leaving many in suspense. The family of beloved comedian Sinbad is providing updates on his recovery journey following the stroke he suffered in 2020. They've launched a website to keep fans informed about his progress. The website details how Sinbad experienced a stroke in 2020 caused by a blood clot traveling from his heart to his brain. Urgent medical intervention, including a thrombectomy procedure to remove the clot and restore normal blood flow, was necessary. Initially, Sinbad showed promising signs of recovery, but he faced a setback when another blood clot emerged the following day, leading to a second round of surgery. Complications arose, including brain swelling, adding complexity to his recovery journey. In the aftermath, Sinbad struggled with basic mobility and speech, prompting months of rehabilitation and therapy across various facilities. His gradual progress became evident when he was admitted to the California Rehabilitation Institute in May 2021. Nearly 9 months after the initial stroke, he returned home in July 2021, albeit with ongoing therapy sessions. Despite the challenges, Sinbad's determination remains unwavering as he continues to fight for every step toward his goal of returning to the stage. While Sinbad has defied initial expectations and shown remarkable progress, the financial burden of his medical care has taken a toll on the family. With therapy costs surpassing insurance coverage, they face significant financial strain. Survival odds from such an event were initially low, but Sinbad's resilience has surpassed expectations, although the road ahead remains challenging. The family expresses profound gratitude to fans for their unwavering support, acknowledging the impact of the outpouring of love and encouragement on Sinbad's spirits and their own. They recognize the role of supporters in uplifting him throughout his recovery journey and express gratitude for the memories and messages shared. As they navigate the ongoing challenges, they appeal for continued support from the community to help Sinbad overcome the obstacles ahead. In addition to sharing updates on Sinbad's progress, his family emphasizes the remarkable strides he has made in his recovery journey. They highlight how Sinbad's determination and resilience have led to significant improvements, with previously immobile limbs regaining functionality and his steadfast commitment to relearning how to walk. His unwavering resolve is encapsulated in his own words, "I am not done. I will not stop fighting until I can walk across the stage again." While acknowledging the challenging odds of survival following such an event, the family expresses gratitude for Sinbad's progress, which has surpassed initial expectations. However, they recognize that there is still a long road ahead in his rehabilitation process. With insurance coverage falling short of covering the full expenses of his therapy, the family has established a donation page to support Sinbad's medical costs. All proceeds are directed to the Atkins Trust, established to ensure Sinbad receives the necessary care and support to continue his battle. The family attributes Sinbad's progress and resilience to the countless prayers and overwhelming support from friends, fans, and loved ones. They express heartfelt appreciation for the outpouring of love and the memories shared, acknowledging the uplifting impact on Sinbad's spirits and the entire family during this challenging time. On the website, Sinbad shares his own words of gratitude and encouragement, reminding everyone to appreciate the blessings they have, including family and loved ones. He emphasizes the importance of unity and support in navigating life's challenges and expresses eagerness to reunite with his fans soon. As always, he signs off with his signature message: "Stay funky, stay prayed up." Facing such a serious health scare undoubtedly presented a formidable obstacle, but Sinbad's family emphasized his remarkable resilience in navigating this trying time with grace and humor. As they rallied around him, it became evident that if anyone possessed the strength and fortitude to confront such adversity head-on, it was Sinbad himself. In response to Sinbad's ongoing recovery journey, an outpouring of love and support has flooded in from fellow celebrities and fans alike. India Ari, expressing her heartfelt sentiments, conveyed her love and sent comforting hugs to Sinbad, thanking him for his enduring spirit and resilience during this challenging time. Gessie Thompson, deeply moved by Sinbad's journey, expressed her solidarity by pledging prayers for his complete recovery and making a donation to support his medical expenses. Tichina Arnold, offering words of encouragement and faith, extended her prayers for Sinbad's healing, urging him to remain strong in spirit and positive in thought. She emphasized the importance of resilience and encouraged him to navigate through this challenging period with victory in mind. These messages of support reflect the widespread admiration and well wishes for Sinbad's recovery, illustrating the profound impact he has had on the lives of many through his comedy and warmth. As Sinbad continues his remarkable journey of recovery, the outpouring of love and support from celebrities and fans serves as a testament to his enduring legacy and the impact he has had on countless lives. Let's join together in sending our heartfelt prayers and positive energy to Sinbad as he navigates through this challenging chapter. If you have a message of encouragement or a fond memory of Sinbad to share, leave a comment below to share with us. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to show your support. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.